Hey beautiful people, what's up? In this very quick video, I am going to train you how exactly a inside sales manager or anybody who is responsible for developing business for an agency, or let's say for example if you are a freelancer, what exactly you need to do to generate trust in the subconscious mind of your prospect and get a sale. I get a lot of messages and mails saying that, sir, we have been presenting our projects, presenting our services to our clients since long, but nobody is convincing. I'm unable to persuade them. At the end of the day, they are saying yes, but they're never going to buy our product. They're never going to pick our call. So what exactly is happening right now? So if you are someone who is responsible for generating business for your agency, or if you're a freelancer, then this video is for you. This video is all about how you can generate trust. Now you need to understand, people, if you look at the screen right now, you see what exactly is business. Business is nothing but solving a problem. That means the moment you see your client for the very first time, that means the moment you discover a client for the very first time, it is at point A, which I say it's a problem phase, a phase where your customer is having some sort of a problem. This is a phase of a problem where the customer is having some problematic situation in his life, and it's actually a space where the customer is in an inconvenience phase. I say that it's a space where the customer is completely in a low confidence zone. That means, the customer is very much skeptical and quite reluctant to all sort of service providers, because the economy is all about information, right? The moment the customer starts researching about a problem or some of the symptoms, they start to come across many such content, such of information, that they get overwhelmed, and their confidence goes low on any of the such service provider. What you need to do, your only and only job as an entrepreneur or as a sales guy, is to transfer their phase, transport them from point A to point B. Point E is a place where your prospect is aspiring to reach. It's a point where exactly your customer want to be. It's a point. Phase B actually is a customer what he wants to be in the future, right? So it's a solution phase. It's not a problem phase anymore. It's a solution phase. It's a space of convenience, and it's a high confidence zone when the customer believes on you, and I would say they have a very, very, very strong trust on you. The customer believes on you, and the customer has a trust on you. So you see, people, if you look at the screen right now, again, if you evaluate the entire same diagram, if you look at the same situation here, your customer is at point A, okay? You have to move it to point B, you have to move them to point B. It is a phase where you are transferring them from point A to point B, from a low confidence zone to a high confidence. All that you need to do is you need to develop trust. Why will somebody buy from you if they don't have a trust on you, right? They need to trust you, right? So how exactly you need to generate trust? You need to understand trust is the most valuable currency in business. I would say that it's a type of a currency for vote of confidence that your customer is giving you. It's an interim yes. I would say it's a kind of trust is a currency which is an interim currency before they actually pay you the money, right? So you have to gain that trust, right? Trust is nothing but the currency, as you are seeing on the screen right now. It is nothing but the currency. If you look at the screen right now again, when exactly the sale happens, let me deep dive into the topic right now and understand where exactly the sale happens. Sale happens when the customer gains that confidence and trust that the amount of money the client is paying you, the amount of money the client is investing, the return on investment part is pretty much more. That means if the customer believes that, if he or she is paying you $100, then in exchange they should receive a value worth $100 or more. This is where the sale happens, right? So now let us understand how exactly this thing can be done. That means how exactly you can win your customer trust right now in this information economy, when they are bombarded with so much of information day in day out. Let us understand. If you look at the screen, the very first thing, the moment you need to understand the point where your customer meets you for the first time to the point where they actually convert into a customer, it's a journey. It's a buyer's journey, and within that journey you are just not the only one guy with whom they are talking, right? They are speaking to enormous other people. That means they are absolutely in evaluation mode, and while they are in an evaluation mode, they will be looking at your social proof. What is your visibility? That means the quality of your website. Is your website looking really like a notice board? Is your website looking spammy? Are it looking like a scammer online? They will look at the quality of your website, right? How fast is it loading? How is it representing as a branded company? Well, how is your social media presence? Are you super active? Are you sharing informative content on social media? How active are you on social media? And are you retargeting them? Trust me, guys, you need to understand, unless and until your customer is not interacting with you minimum 7 to 32 times, they are not going to buy from you. That means as a marketer or as an entrepreneur, you have to generate that recall value or touch points up to 7 to 32 times, within a range of 7 to 32 times, so as to build that recall, win that trust, and make your prospect as your customer, right? So you have to make sure that you should have a strong retargeting. That means if somebody is visiting your sales page or landing page or an inquiry page, the moment they go out, they should, your case studies and your testimonials and your brand videos should chase them. This is where you can remain on top of the mind of your prospects, right? So if you look at the screen again, the second point is all about authority and expertise. Authority and expertise. You need to, why will somebody buy from a guy who is absolutely a newbie? They would like to make sure that you are an expert. And so as to make sure that you're an expert, you have to make sure that you present certain case studies to them. But you have to share case studies. If you look at the screen, no matter which industry, if you go to Google and you type digital marketing for dentists in India, digital marketing for doctors in India, digital marketing for political campaigns in India, if you type digital marketing for Ayurveda products, you see our blogs are ranking on the first page, right? And trust me, people, the blogs are helping us to generate very high qualified leads every single day. Your blogs will showcase that, bro, you are someone who is absolutely an expert and you are a problem solver. You have it. Now see, blogs will help your prospects to get their answers that they're looking for before actually they go ahead and invest in a high ticket solution, right? So if you answer all the questions that your prospects are asking in their buying journey, you become an authority. That means, do you have a blog? The next important point is about your track record and the evidences. It is very much important. Why will somebody, now see, the economy is not about storytelling anymore. The business page is not about storytelling. It's all about story showing. Yes, story showing hai bhai. You have to understand, they want to see some evidence. And how exactly you can prove your track record and evidence? The first and foremost thing is rating. Ask your clients to rate you on all the relevant niche platforms. Ask them to recommend you over LinkedIn. Make sure that you collect all their reviews. If the customer is very, very happy, then why don't you, connect with them and ask them to give a 5-star review. Also showcase your team. To understand, decent companies would like to work with the companies and vendors that showcases a very positive team culture within their organization, right? Get their endorsements on LinkedIn. So these are the factors that will make sure that you have a very strong track record and you have evidence that exactly you are the one who can solve their problem, right? Then comes professionalism. How professional you are, right? You need to understand there is something called as business etiquette. You have to make sure that your sales guy or your inside sales manager, in case if you are operating and targeting the international or global clients, your sales prospecting and onboarding process should be highly effective, should be easy, and should be professional. That means the moment if the customer says yes, the moment you send the contract or you send the scope of the work document or the moment you send the MOU, it should be absolutely in a professional way and it should be in a sequence. It will showcase that, brother, you are actually a professional organization. You are just not a roadside, you are not a sadak chhap company, right? So sales and onboarding process plus the guy or the team member who is interacting with the client, they should have an experience of handling international prospects, right? The speech, the accent, the tone, everything matters. You need to understand, people will judge you. So these are the aspects that you need to make sure that will definitely ensure that your customer trusts on you. These are the factors you should be having in your business to strengthen that trust in the subconscious map your prospect. If you like the video, then please comment below. If you're absolutely watching our content for the very first time, please share it with your near dear and with your colleagues. And in case if you have any other suggestion, please comment below. I would love to hear it out. So this is Alok Bhatia signing out for now. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.